G'day, 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 g'day. Do we hear anything? Hello. Hello. Two. Should be working now. Is it working now? There you go. Sweet. Just see if I can get. Hey, Mabel Stardust is in the house. All right. So we have sound, which is great. It's not coming through my headphones, which is weird. So I'll unplug those because I don't need my headphones on then. And the microphone seems to be, I don't know, flashing, a weird kind of flashing look. So, everybody, how do you like my bookshelf? Good, eh? You want to get on the bed, Japana? There you go. It's a better quality bookshelf than AD had. Yeah, I spared no expense with this. I got all the books from the Salvation Army and the what do they call them? The Red Cross store. Hi, Tinkzy. Gee, she's got a hard name. Tinksy Gummy. Should just call it Gummy Bear. All right, so let's do a roll call. I'd like you to put your hands up when your name is called. In the house is Outback Outlaw. Yep, here. Cassius was here earlier. I'm not sure if he's still here. TNT Productions said he was putting the reminder on. Tinksy Gummy is here. Mr. Shannonite is here. Flabby Abby is here. Joey is here. Voices Behind the Wall is here. Good morning to you, Voices Behind the Wall. Lee 47 Lee is here. Mabel Stardust is here. Haven't seen Mabel here for a little while. A couple of lives she's missed. Hippie Chick 74, welcome. Lisa Rayner, welcome. Good to see you guys here tonight. That was a bit of a dig, wasn't it? Hey, Cassius. So, as you can see, the ticker thing down the bottom there, Fartchair Detective, The Bookshelf, The Shadows, The Doctors, and The Blues. Hey, Joey, how you going? I'm not sure who you are, Joey, but it's clear you know who I am. Let me have a squiz. I'm going to be nosy and go to the channel and see if you've got anything. Oh, yeah. Got some stuff there on the channel. That's pretty cool. Kim Timlin is in the house. How is we? Good to see you. So tonight is, oh, okay, I missed that. My nickname is Gummy. All right. Voices Behind the Wall said, just seen who AD is looking at. Old videos from Yol. What an idiot. Glad I never got mixed into that one too. Yep. No, he's just never changes, that dude. He's as boring as watching grass grow. Although I don't mind watching grass grow. Probably not a good analogy. It's 6:30 a.m. in Minnesota. Geez, that's pretty early. On a Sunday morning, I assume. And it'd be around about 11:30 or 12 o'clock at lunchtime on Sunday for those guys in the UK. See, I know the times. I'm pretty educated. Rodney reviews things. Hey, how you going, mate? What do you review, Rodney? Let's have a look at your channel. Let's have a bit of a squiz. Rodney reviews things. Ah, okay. He reviews a gym review. Geez, are those your abs there, mate? That's a pretty good. I don't believe that's a Photoshop. That's probably you. Who's the dude review? Rolling up a hill review. I think I'm going to subscribe to you, mate. I already am. There you go. When was the last time you put something out? 2 days ago. Geez, I haven't got any notifications, mate. So let me unsubscribe and let me subscribe again and hit the notification bell so I get all notifications, because YouTube likes to play stupid games with us. I will now get your notifications. I do recall watching a couple of your things, but it was a while ago. Righto. Back to the chat. Have I missed anything important? How are you, mate? I'm good. Thank you very much. Oh, God. Oh, I have a problems in the house. Another bookshelf. Bloke is all right. How you going, Farty? I'm good, Taz. I'm good. Going to be doing some housework, so we'll be listening in and watching comments. No worries, Flabby Abby. We'll make sure that we talk to you the whole time so you don't get any housework done. I got my beer already. Just watch my typo rate go up. I've got a beer in the fridge. I could go and get one. I went and bought a carton of Great Northerns the other day. I haven't had a beer in a long time. So I thought I'd have a few beers. I had a couple of beers this weekend. 2 to be exact. I went all out. Yep. So if you haven't subscribed to Rodney Reviews Things, go to his channel and subscribe, because I'm subscribed. For some reason, I wasn't getting his notifications, which is a bit of a bummer. Here we go. I have a problem. I had to just make sure that... Oh, no. Mabel must have done that. Bloody pisshead. TNT Productions in the house. Now, if you haven't gone and had a look at TNT Productions, I think you should go and have a look at TNT Productions channel as well. So he's latest one was an e-bike crash into the tree. That was 1 month ago. Sorry, 50 minutes ago. He put one out ripping around on the Honda three-wheeler. Was just about to click on that one, and then I realised I had to go live. So I'll have to have a look at that later on. When I work out how to do this, I might actually do other people's channels and put them up on the screen like some other people do. But I'm not as tech savvy as some. Flabby Abby is also a good channel. Flabby Abby's got some really good stuff there about domestic violence, and a few other things that I've watched, and I actually asked if I could use some of her content for our women's safe house that we have here that I manage. So thank you to Flabby for that. So go and check that out. Russell Bailey, how you going, mate? Check him out. 11 subscribers. Well, he needs more. Go and subscribe to Russell. He's got a dog on the thing there. Go and have a look at him. How are you, Russell? Russell, where are you from, mate? I'm off the booze for a month of February. Yeah, that's not a bad thing. I don't drink much myself. Usually it's rum, port, wine, and beer all together. So that's only 4 drinks together. So that's not much. It's when you hit the 5th one and you put the 5th one all together, that's when you're drinking too much. So just stick to the 4. That's good advice for you guys. Just stick to 4 drinks all at one time, and job's good. So what do we got? Hippie chick, I'm on my morning cuppa, though. Do have a cheeky fruit cider in the fridge. Yeah, go on, hippie chick. I'll be droned. G'day, mate. So I saw I'll be droned this morning in another channel. Spike was doing his live. He's another fellow Western Australian who's got a trike, and he was in the channel. So if you're into drones, which I am, I own a very small drone, which I crash all the time, and it was only a cheapie anyway. So it's much easier to destroy it. And maybe one day I'll pay a little bit more money and go with a more expensive drone. But before I do that, I'm just going to watch everybody else that does drone work and think that it's me that's flying it. What's up? Russell Bailey doesn't produce. Doesn't matter, mate. You can still get some subbies. The UK, the south of UK. That's cool, Russell. Do you own a motorbike, Russell? On ya, Rusty. 4 drinks works for me. Good on your TNT Productions. Get into it then. I'm not encouraging you, hippie chick. I'm just suggesting that it would be a good thing for you to do and mix it with your coffee. That's not encouraging. It's just a suggestion. Crash repair repeat, brother. Yeah, well, yeah, the one I got is just a little plastic piece of crap, really. Got it on, I don't know, somewhere on the internet. It's supposed to have a camera and everything else with it, but I never actually downloaded any because I flew it for about 5 seconds and destroyed it. Cowboy Car Crushing is in the house, all the way from Texas. Howdy, howdy. What up, what up? Good to see you, buddy. My son's dirt bike. They've seen a couple of your videos, Outback. Loved them. Awesome. That's great. They would like the motorbike ones. I'm not sure that they'd like the Fartchair detective ones. Some of my content is not for children because it's for adults. Good to see you, Cowboy Car Crushing. Awesome. I'm around bikes, Russell says. Well, that's cool. Motorbikes or push bikes? Scooters. Good morning, good evening, Hippie Chick says. Cheers, Ivor. Good morning, TNT Productions. Alrighty. So we've got, I don't know how many people here. I can't tell. Motos. Okay, cool, Russell. So, Fartchair Detective, the bookshelf, the shadows, the doctors, and the blues. Is there a subject that somebody would like to talk about so that we can have a yarn? And if you would like to come on panel, I'll try and remember how to do it. And you can get on panel with me and have a bit of a yarn. 16 in the chat. That's normally around about 10 at this time. So we got 6 more. 17 watching. Okay, I must be behind. So I don't have all the music stuff going on behind the scenes. I don't have any razzle dazzle kind of wazzle wazzle stuff going on. I do have a light strip that's up there that you can't really tell because behind the bookshelf, obviously. If I move the bookshelf out of the way, it's basically all I have to do is just go like this, and the bookshelf all of a sudden disappears, as you can see. So bookshelf disappears. Oh, and there we go, and I lose my bookshelf. So just fix the bookshelf back up again. It's very difficult. Right, my son has been bullied before and wanted to do a video with me after what happened to me. I said, hell no. Definitely won't be showing my kids now. Don't want to show them the Fartchair detective stuff. Well, some of it's okay, but it depends how old your son is. And if he's got a good sense of humor, he might actually find the farts a bit funny. How you going, Sunray? Yeah, Cowboy Car Crushing's got his kids watching it. Some of the Fartchair detective stuff. A lot of it's probably going to go over the head. No, I don't need a librarian. Basically, when I clean the bookshelf up, I just do that. Kind of disappears. Need a green sheet. That's bloody awesome. Well, I bought this. It's got this stand. You can't really see the stand, but there's a stand, and it's got a thing that goes over the top. With the green sheet, I've got a black sheet, a grey sheet, and a white sheet. And it only cost $89, I think it was. But with it came 2 lights and 2 white umbrellas and 2 black umbrellas with the silver thing underneath it to shine back at you. So it makes me feel like I'm a professional, videographer, photographer. Obviously, as you can see, there is no green haze around my body. And if you do see a green haze, that's because it's my aura. So for $89, you yourself can become a professional videographer. You don't have to have any content whatsoever. Tracy Cole, hello. How are you? From Northern Ireland. Good to see you here, Tracy. Thank you for coming in. Anna Green, all the way from Queensland. How are you? Yep, I'm good. Thanks, Anna. Have you got a spreadsheet? Yes, a joke. That's a good one. That's bloody wicked. Wow, where did you get that? Just off eBay, mate. $89. If you go to my channel, there's a video there of the green screen of when I bought the green screen. Got 2 things for bullies, left jab and a right hook. I'll do it every time. Thank you, Russell. Yes, a reflector. Obviously, very professional language right there. You heard it first from Russell Bailey, a reflector. What I said was an umbrella with a silver flashy thing on the inside of it, which basically is pretty much more technical term for what a reflector is, but as you can see, Russell is on top of the game here. Does it come with the software, Outlaw? No, it doesn't come with software. The software that this StreamYards is using is actually in StreamYards. So all you do is go to settings in StreamYards, and then you'll see green screen, and you click on green screen, and then you play around with it. It only gives you a couple of different screenshots. So what I've done is I've downloaded some free backdrops that I can use, and I'm still working on my part 2 of the serial killer, and I'm trying to work out what's the best part for the green screen. If I didn't have the green screen, I would have actually finished it by now. So adding the green screen and adding the backdrops and all that sort of stuff just adds more time to the editing process, which in some ways doesn't really turn me on. Basically I just like to be able to get the video done and out, but it does give a little bit of flavor to what I'm trying to produce. So the software, and I only use my phone to do all my videos. I don't use the laptop. I do have DaVinci Resolve on the laptop. I just haven't spent any time on working it out. So on my phone, I use the software called KineMaster, and I just do all my videos on the phone. And on KineMaster, actually I'll pull it up for you so you can see it. So that's KineMaster. So on the phone itself, in KineMaster is a green screen section, so you can play around with the green screen. But it's all brand new stuff for me. Alrighty. Yeah, I actually like that jail that you've got, Voices Behind the Wall. I was trying to find a picture of a jail with the bars, but couldn't find anything, so that was interesting. You see Playboy in the bookshelf. Where? I don't see it. Got any Mills and Boone? My goodness gracious me. When somebody says to me Mills and Boone, it should be taken off the market. Can you do the fading in and out thing? Yeah, I can. Let's do a little bit of a play around here. Let's go to settings. Just move. Oh, hang on. Go to green screen. All right, hold on 1 second. Ooh, there we go. I'm gone. Just a bookshelf. Hang on. Check that one out. I licked it, so it's mine. Very Fartchair detective, that. Very Fartchair detective. I licked it, so it's mine. How cool is that? And just for those people who want to see my recording studio, whoa, check it out. How cool is that? I was telling you that I needed to get some monitors so I could actually do my recordings. And look at this, free studio, ready to go, plugged in, got all the lights going. Bloody awesome. How cool is that? And if I feel like I want to be like Armchair Detective and go off and have a bit of a game, check it out. I've got my own pool tables. I've got me lights over the pool tables. I've got me slot machines. I can do a little bit of gambling if I want to. How sweet is that? Freaking awesome. And then if I want to just talk about fruit and nutcases, I've got bananas. But then if I want to do a proper interview with somebody and need to make it look like, see how I'm kind of disappearing a little bit, if I want to do a proper interview with somebody, then I've got myself a little bit of a interview room with my light. How cool is that? Hey, see that light? Pretty awesome. So back to the bookshelf and just tidy up the aura. You want to see the aura? Hello. Bit crazy. How good's that? And I'll just play around with the fading color bit. I can't see anything you guys are saying because I'm busy doing this. That'll do. Don't ask me to do it again. All right. No bed frame background. Ha ha ha. No, I haven't looked that one up. I should have a look. See if I can find a bed frame. Anywho, now I've had my little bit of a play. Where's Cowboy Car Crush? And he disappeared. Must be getting breakfast for the kids. A jacuzzi? No, haven't looked for a jacuzzi. You hear about a girl who died here on the news. They're called Caroline Flack. Nope, I didn't. No, I didn't. Caroline Flack. So can you put a green screen pickup of anything, or does it have to be a specific special approved backdrop? No, you can do whatever backdrop you like. So, for example, I can do this and put my motorbike on at the back. So there's my motorbike all ready to go. Or I can do my motorbike again. There's another picture of the Outback Outlaw motorbike. So it doesn't have to be approved, but if you use software that or pictures that are copyright, then you'll get done. Project Blazinator today. Awesome. You're going to do a video of that too, Cowboy Car Crushing. Hey, Vicky, good to see you here. No, sorry, Russell. I haven't heard of Caroline Flack. Yeah, no, I went to the beach this morning with the dogs, spent a couple of hours down there, me and Summer with the dogs. And then I slept this afternoon from about midday to about 2:30, which was good. And then got dinner ready and played around with YouTube a bit and got myself sorted here. So I haven't done anything really around chasing up any crimes or anything like that. And I haven't heard of it. Vicky, it's good to see you here. I do like an LDD nap. Yes, I need to have a nap every now and then. I've found that even coming back home from work after a day's work, if I can get half an hour or an hour in before I have dinner, I feel a lot better. No, Summer left YouTube. She left YouTube because of, a number of reasons. But AD was one, and, yeah. So she left. She left for a reason. So just leave it at that. She still supports me in my YouTube quests. Yeah, so I appreciate that. How you going, VBB? Good to see you here. Summer and Outback Junior. Yeah, well, Outback Junior went and mowed the lawn today because he hadn't done anything else. He was too busy playing his PlayStation. But he went and mowed the lawn, which is good. Oh, you never actually seen Summer? Oh, she was on one of my lives. She came on one of my lives a few months back, and was pretty angry about a few things. So she said her piece. And I'm also very careful about, putting her and Outback Junior into the videos that I do, because they don't need to be targeted by the wankers out there that want to do the targeting. I got small kids. I ain't had a nap in years. I got woke up over fuzz found on the rug. Your videos are awesome. Love the music and editing. Thank you, Vicky. I appreciate that. Really do. There's really no secret to it, to be honest. I've just been very fortunate to, I don't know, I guess, film something and then I get an idea in my head and then I go and look at the music that's out there. I pick a track, I have a listen to it. It does take a number of hours to go through different tracks and work out what you want. And then I just upload them and then chuck the words in there, and it seems to have worked for me. So I that's actually one part of what I do in YouTube that I really enjoy, is just having a look at the tracks and then trying to put them with the music. Sorry, put them with what I've actually filmed. Apart from, being an absolute idiot on camera and doing, Fartchair detective stuff, the other part of it is doing the, creating the text behind the words of the songs and trying to fit them into a narrative, which is a very, I don't know, it's kind of like what other people do who are channel creators who control the narrative. I'm kind of doing the same thing. Control the narrative and put across the message that I want to put across. I will. Voices Behind the Wall. If you're talking about Summer, I'll let her know. Russell Bailey, so where you based? Yes, I'm in Australia, in a place called Western Australia. I've only been here for a year now. I grew up most of my life in the Northern Territory, which is the Crocodile Dundee country. Pretty much the same place that Crocodile Dundee was filmed, in Kakadu. I grew up around Arnhem Land, which is where Kakadu is, and on an island called Goulburn Island. So yes, that's where I'm from. Yes, YouTube is a cesspool of foul people. I knew a girl who moved to Melbourne 30 years back, 30 roughly. I'm based in China. Still serve beer in China. I keep missing the songs. You mean you keep missing the lives when I'm playing the songs, Mabel? They make Wallabrawonga in the Northern Territory. I've never even heard of that. Wallabrawonga. Jeez. Yeah, WA is a small place. It's basically the half of Australia. Tiny Tassie is the capital. Rerun the joint. That's in Ivor's head. Everybody who's an Australian knows that Tasmania doesn't run the joint. I tell you what, where she lives, it's like Little House on the Prairie stuff. Wallabaronga equals sheep dip. Geez, didn't know that. Didn't even know we had sheep in the Northern Territory. I think back in the old days in Mataranka, I used to live in Mataranka, there was an old sheep dip, but the sheep never really survived in the Northern Territory because it was too bloody hot and not enough grass. Armchair Defective. I'm here listening, catching up, 15 minutes behind you all. Loving the green screen bookcase. Thank you very much, Armchair Defective. I said armchair. Armchair Defective. Yes, I thought you'd like the bookshelf. The bookshelf's very, very expensive. Mary, how you going? If you haven't watched any of Armchair Defective's content, go and have a squiz. Her and the Salty Bitch are doing some collabs together, from what I can gather. Doing a lot of stuff around Armchair Detective, NK, all this other stuff. If you're into the true crime world and you're into debunking the debunked Armchair Detective, then go and have a squiz at them and subscribe. The Poor Man's Fosters. Or Forex. Yeah, well, Anna won't like me saying this, but, you know, Queenslanders say Forex because they don't know how to spell beer. The bookshelf makes you look smart. It goes well with the sleeveless shirt. Yeah, that's a compliment. Yeah, Arm, Hair, and Salty, what a team. Yep. If your ears are not used to expletives, beware. The Salty Bitch does not hold back. You won't see any more comments because I'm cooking, cleaning in the kitchen. All right. So we can say what do we like about Armhair Defective. She's not going to read them. Joey, you're in a public library. Speak quiet, please. No, I won't. I refuse. So I'm going to crack myself some council wine, some Adam's ale. Oh, check that out. Kind of weird. I got a mystery to solve. How do I get action when I bring flowers and chocolate, but no action when I pay the light bill? I'm not even going there, mate. Wild One Adventures. How's it going, mate? It's a Sunday in America. Whereabouts are you, Wild One? Because I'm going to be heading over to America with my wifey. What's the date today? It's the 16th of Feb. So in just over 2 weeks, just nearly 3 weeks, I'll be heading over to America. I think we're flying into Houston. We're going to be there for a few hours, and then we're going to go over to Memphis. Going to be in Memphis for 10 days. Going to go to Graceland, which is the only thing I wanted to do when we got to America. Going to see Summer's daughter and her grandbabies. And then from Memphis, we're going to drive down towards maybe Jackson in Mississippi, or we'll go over to Alabama into Birmingham or Montgomery. We'll stay there for an evening or two, and then we'll go all the way up to South Carolina and then up into North Carolina and then back down to South Carolina and then fly out. So we'll be there for 20 days in America. I've never been to America. I mean, if I got to America and I was in Graceland and I died in Graceland, I would be happy. So when we're in Memphis, I'm going to shoot over to Sun Studios. I'm going to do myself a little bit of a record. Then I'm going to produce it while I'm there in Memphis. And then I'm going to be the next big thing. You wait and see. It's all going to happen. You're right in the middle. What's the middle, man? Good one, Ivor. Give chalk and flowers by candlelight. No power used, then there's no bill. Cassius! On this beautiful Sunday afternoon, have a great time in America Outlaw. I am planning on having a wowzer of a time. Someone's already told me I'm going to eat, and I'm going to come back and they're going to roll me off the plane. You're in Georgia, Vicky. Georgia. Yeah, there's a lot of motovlogger blokes that I'd like to catch up with, but, you know, they're all over America and I don't really have the time to be, you know, shooting off all over the place. There's one bloke I am hoping to meet is Brandon Picasso, and he's in Alabama, so hopefully we'll be able to catch up with him. I'm headed to Memphis now. I've got a feeling it won't leave your favorite. It won't be my favorite. Look, I'm going to be completely honest with you all. I'm going to be freaking scared. I have to get my license. Someone doesn't want to drive much, so she wants me to drive, and I'm terrified. I'm going to be terrified of driving on the wrong side of the road, on the wrong side of the car, driving in America with all them mad car drivers, caged car drivers. I've seen videos of the idiots that drive around in cars. Well, a wild one can tell you about guys in vans. Okay, go on over. Hey there, Fuddy Bum. How you going, only you? I've been to USA twice chasing Dolly Parton. I've been to Graceland and drove 13 states from LA to Texas and back. Wow, Ivor, that's awesome. That is awesome. No, well, I've never been to the US, so this is going to be a brand new thing for me, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm hoping I can catch up with Cowboy Car Crushing, if possible. Am I singing today, boy? Don't know. Haven't made up my mind. Just avoid stupid Mustang drivers. You'll be just fine. Yeah, well, we're hiring a car, mate, and I said to someone, do a Mustang, get a Mustang. And I only did it just to piss you off because, you know, if you did actually catch up with us, you'd see me in a Mustang. But unfortunately, we're not going to be driving a Mustang or a Corvette or any of those things. We're in some kind of soccer mum's vehicle, apparently. Yeah, no, we're not on the wrong side of the road. We're on the left-hand side, which is the right side. The Americans drive on the right side, which is the wrong side. Sing some country or I'll throat punch you. Yeah, well, good luck with that one. Love to see you fist reach through the laptop. Give us a tune, Outlaw, if you can, mate. If not, all good. Yeah, well, maybe. I'll think about it. I think I want to somehow back up my motorcycle in my camper. You got your country. I may never come back.
Excuse me. I'm done. I can't do anymore.
On the
Weaving.
On the weaving.
Yeah. Tell everybody I said hi.
Summer says hello. She's weaving a blanket for her new grandson. What do you call it? A pom-pom.
It's a pom-pom blanket. It's a weaving.
Pom-pom blanket. So you weave. Anyway, there's a big frame with lots of nails in it, and then you go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, and then cross like that, and then you tie them all together, and they turn into pom-poms.
Have you done your country accent?
My country accent? No. Ivor's just told me that I need to sing country.
You?
Yeah, I need to sing a country song.
Good luck with that.
Good luck with that, she said.
Now you got to practice your country accent.
I got to practice my country accent.
Is anybody going up on panel?
I don't know. I asked, but nobody said that they'll come on panel. Yeah. So anyway, I gotta practice my country accent because I've been told that them South Carolina, North Carolina boys and gals, they're gonna give me a flannel shirt, and I'm gonna wear some what do you call them? Overalls. Chew my tobacco. Eat some jambalaya. And I've already been told by Summer and her sister that I ain't got a good country accent, that I ain't going to fit in at all. And that's why I'm going to need to wear a flannel shirt and just keep my mouth shut. And keep my mouth shut, then I'll be right, because otherwise people going to, in them up there in their woods where that deliverance is, they're going to stick me like a pig, that's for sure. I'm going to be dead. I'm going to be one dead Aussie that's going to be stripped, eaten alive. That's for sure. Yep, chick. I've got cocky now with my bookshelf screen. Yep, I'm cocky. Grandpa Outlaw. Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't have any kids of my own, but I got 5 grandkids. 5? 4. 4 grandkids. From another mother's daughter. I wouldn't, but I'm coughing. Cowboy boots. Sounds good, yeah. Jambalaya, Cajun, not hillbilly. Yeah, I know, but hey, it doesn't matter to me because it's all American. So in Texas, Memphis, Tennessee, Alabama, New Orleans, Mississippi, North Carolina, South Carolina, y'all all talk the same to me as far as I'm concerned. Are you bringing your books? No, I'm leaving the books behind because I've only got room for some clothes. Play that banjo, white boy. Yeah, well, if I could play the banjo, I would be playing the banjo. Banjo is my favorite instrument, but I've never known how to play it. And the dueling banjos is my most favorite song. Oh, I see there are a few trolls hanging around. Thank you, Mabel Stardust, for booting or blocking or doing whatever you need to do. Hey, Grace, how you going? Cassius, you don't have to leave at all, mate. I'll be booting their ass if they keep it up. They can't be respectful here, then they're not going to be respectful anywhere else, so they don't need to be around. I don't need them. You don't need them. Nobody else needs them. At least I can understand what you say. I have friends from Mississippi and Alabama, and I have to pretend I know what they're talking about. You need a translator. How cool is that? With the beard and sleeves of shirt, you'll fit right in. Just pretend you're deaf and mute. Yeah, that's pretty much it, mate. I'm just going to wear my flannel shirt, keep my mouth shut. I've been told that I'm not allowed to wear thongs as in flip-flops for you guys. And I have to wear, what are they? Tennis shoes? Is it tennis shoes? I'm going to feel way out of depth there. That's for sure. Yep, Mabel, you can block them. If they're going to be disrespectful, then they don't need to be around. I don't need them. You don't need them. Nobody else needs them. What are books? These books, mate. These are books. Actually, let's get into the old hillbilly scene. I'm gonna chew some beef jerky. That's what I'll do. Get over to South Carolina or North Carolina. I'll just chew my beef jerky. I wouldn't worry about it, Vicky. I'm not concerned. Troll tits. That's right. That's what they are. Troll tits. Most of them are women. I wonder why that is. We could do a study on that. We could do our own little study. It could be the Fartchair detective study on why women, troll tits, hang around channels that might be connected to true crime. I've never seen anything like it. It's ridiculous. Tennis shoes with Velcro straps. Oh my God. Are you serious? Try biltong. It is biltong. See? Biltong. Hey, Flabby. Flabby's back. Thought she was doing cleaning. Yeah, I reckon we should do a study on trolls. Do a study on trolls and try and work out why it is that the majority of trolls are troll tits. I think I was really, hit the nail on the head there. A wee poll on trolls. Jesse DV, how you going? Good to see you too, Grace. Thank you for coming in. You've done your cleaning. Wow. Gee, that was quick. Thank you, TNT. Yeah, make sure y'all smash that like button. And if you ain't subscribed, then you need to hit the icon bell so you get all the notifications. If you don't click the right bell, you're not going to get the notifications of when my videos come out. So you need to do that. You get me? I've also been told that them mob in South Carolina, North Carolina talk real slow, a bit like the Queenslanders here in Australia. So I'm going to have to speak slow so that people can understand. Who freaking knows? Understand what it is that I'm saying. Because if I speak too fast, their brain gonna blow up. That's beef jerky. It is beef jerky. My ex was an awful internet troll and a horrible person. trolls get a little high every time they do it. Yeah, they do. They feel better about themselves in putting somebody down. Piece of jerky, beef jerky here is like half a cow. Yeah, well, I've probably got half a cow in this packet. And I think this is done for, the metrosexuals of the world, because nice little pieces. One of my work colleagues, he makes his own beef jerky, and you get back straps like this of beef jerky, and you're eating the lot. That's the way you eat beef jerky, is big back straps like that. This is for the people with the little finger in the ear. They don't want to look like they're pigs or werewolves. Done the like button with my left tit. Thanks, Ivor. I reckon it's because when men get bored, they don't get YouTube up on the lappy. Good one, Hippie Chick. Yeah, it's beautiful, that accent. Whose accent's beautiful, Cassius? Y'all need to tell me whose accent's beautiful. That's sad. Your accent's beautiful. Use y'all a lot to fit in. Yeah, y'all. What was Debbie saying? She was telling me, use y'all and ain't. You gotta say ain't and y'all. Oh, ever. You're making me cry. Watch your teeth. Bro, you got hillbilly down pat. Yeah, look, I think I'm going to be fine. It's when I hang around people with accents, I can pick up accents really good. But when I try to just bung it on myself, it it doesn't work. I think I'll be fine. But I think the people in South Carolina and North Carolina, they're going to be really pissed off at me because they know I'll be taking the mickey out of them. And if they take me out hunting, I'm worried I may get shot, stuck like a pig. We just talk slow because we ain't in no hurry. In Queensland, I don't know if Anna's still here because Queenslanders get a bad rap sometimes. I got a lot of good mates that are Queensland. One of my best mates is in Kilcoy, in Queensland, down towards near Brisbane, and he talks as slow as anything. And he talks slow because he's afraid that the flies are going to go in his mouth. Vicky's just as bad. Cheek calling in the phone. Lol. Yeah, right, Vicky. Just sub to Ivor. You'll love it. Only you. She's got a wicked sense of humor. You'll see beautiful country on your trip over here. Oh, look, mate, I'm looking forward to it, Y1. Looking forward to going to America. Looking forward to seeing places that I've seen on motovlogs. Actually looking forward to going to South Carolina, North Carolina, and seeing the mountains and the trees and autumn, because I've never really experienced that sort of stuff before. We've got something similar in Australia, but I've never really seen, spring, autumn, that sort of stuff. I've always lived up north. So up north, you don't get that. Yep, I was good, TNT. She got a great sense of humor, and she only does little short vids, but most of them make me cry with laughter. And that's what it's about. If it makes you laugh, then it's worth every dollar. Don't use them, say em. So how to do that? I said, I said, I said, and I showed him. I showed him I did. Yeah, I did. That's for sure. I did. Some reckons I can't work out whether I want to be somebody from the Bronx or somebody from the country or hillbilly. I don't know what the difference is between a hillbilly and a country person. What is the difference? It's a great accent, buddy. I can't understand a thing. The Smoky Mountains are beautiful. The dogwood trees are beautiful. I'm here. Haha, I know how terrifying driving on the wrong side of the road is. I will be driving on the wrong side in Iceland in a few days. Ice, whiteouts, and off-road volcanic tracks. Bugger that for a joke. Far out. Christopher David Lawson of Nipa is in the house. Another American in the house. If you haven't subscribed to Christopher David Lawson of Nipa, then you need to subscribe to his channel, particularly if you are into cars. That's you, Cowboy Car Crushing. He's doing up a Ford Fairlane. I can't remember what year it is. It's a 65. Can't remember what it is, but he's doing up a Ford Fairlane. Bloody sweet car it is. No, it's not a Mustang. Go and subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed to Cowboy Car Crushing, Christopher, you need to subscribe to Cowboy Car Crushing. And while you're at it, just subscribe to TNT and also Wild One Adventures. How many sisters they have is the difference. What? What are you talking about, Ivor? Hey, by the way, our nation is experiencing low gas prices right now. Yeah, saw that, Cowboy. Saw that when we went for the car or the van, the soccer mum's van that someone decided to get. The gas or petrol, as we call it in Australia, is very cheap. Where I live right now, it costs $1.98 per litre. And I think a gallon is 4 litres. And I think from memory, looking at the online stuff, yours is at around about $1.20 or something for 4 gallons of petrol, 4 gallons of 98 dinosaurs. Hillbillies are inbred. How many sisters they have is the difference. I think that's where that's right. Can I root them, Ma? Can I root them, Pa? $65. Awesome, Christopher. 1965 Ford Fairlane. I had a 1964 XL 4-door Ford, and it had the old on the bonnet the was it the Angel? I think it was the Angel, and it had the green Perspex wings, all red interior, and it was grey. And I put a 205 crossflow engine into it, and I grabbed a gearbox because it didn't have a gearbox. I grabbed a gearbox out of a Ford Cortina, chucked it in there, 250 crossflow it was, and chucked the gearbox in, put it all together, drove around for a while, really liked it. And then I moved from that place and I left it there and I sold it for $300. What a moron. I should have kept it, and I would have a vehicle that was worth 40 grand these days. Then I did have a 1977 GXL Ford Fairmont, gold nugget bronze with black final roof, 4 on the floor, 302. Pardon me, 302 Cleveland, I think. Was it Cleveland? Oh, I think it was. Man, that was a bloody beautiful car. I had 4 Ramblers, NASCAR vehicles. Only one of them went. I had 4 of them. Had a little Mini Minor. That went like the clappers. I had a Ford panel van, which was an old police car. That was a good car. Teeth and shoes is the difference between hillbilly and country boy. The hillbilly ain't got no teeth, and the country boy got boots. I'm guessing that's what that's about. I have no teeth, most missing. So TNT Productions, are you hillbilly? Hillbilly or country folk difference is how many sisters they have. Keep up, outlaw. You're gonna fit right in over there. Australian dollar good to trade with. It's not good for us going over there. So for us, if we had $4,000, we're only going to get about $2.5 grand back in American money. Coming back from America, we'll get more money. Difference between a hillbilly and a country person is the amount of teeth. So what you're saying is I need to go to America and I need to cause some shit, get my teeth knocked out so that I'm actually going to fit in with the crowd that I'm going to be hanging around with. Is that right? I'm going to have to be a toothless Aussie to actually, be able to fit in with the crowd. And I can chew my jerky between the gaps of my teeth. Is that what you're saying? Oh, dear. He's jerking on his jerky, this boy. Tad Slow, the Moonshiners are going to have a field day with this lizard hunter when he gets there. I know, Ivor. I'm a little bit worried. Windsor, thank you. Been a while, mate. Yeah, it was a Windsor. The Cleveland, I think, was the 351. I didn't have a 351. I only had a 302. I had a was it a 750 carb? Anyway, it sucked the juice. Something chronic. No worries, Lisa. Catch you back in a bit. My daddy said, never marry a virgin. If she ain't good enough for her brother, she ain't good enough for nobody. Oh, man alive. This is definitely going up as adults only. It ain't going up for kids' entertainment. Hey, Patty Grilla, how you going? I haven't seen you around for a while. Like the movie Deliverance. Yeah, that's the movie. I actually really liked that movie. And when I first met Summer, when she said that she was from the Deliverance country, I was a little bit worried, to be honest. Oh, dear. Hillbillies breastfeed until they're 15. Oh, man alive. Oh dear, I'm going to choke on my jerky, guys. Come on. Thank you, Cowboy Crushing, for Car Crushing, for fixing that one up for me. The Windsor, we didn't get the Windsor in Australia. We only got the Cleveland. If you did get a Windsor, for some reason, it was a better engine. And I'm not sure why, but that's what it was. Changing the subject, going from 15-year-olds being fed to V8 engines. Wow. Oh dear. In Norfolk, England, if you don't have webbed toes and a fourth nipple, then you're not posh enough to live there. A fourth nipple. Where did the nipples go? There's one here, one here. Where's the other two? Where's the other two, mate? Tell me, Mr. Shannonite, where's the other two nipples? I've got to know this. Webbed toes. Do you have webbed fingers as well? Oh dear. The sweet milk rots their teeth. Oh man alive. You guys make me laugh. Oh dear. Here I was wanting to have a serious conversation with you peeps. A serious conversation. I can't read it. I have a problem. At Cassius, let him keep that beef stick in his mouth. He's got to get used to it before his trip. Bloody oath I have. I need to get this sorted. The other two nipples underneath, like a dog or cat. I don't even want to think like that. Flabby Abby, a girl in my college class had webbed feet. What? You serious? Was she from Atlantis or something? Was she a fast swimmer? Vicky, I was thinking too, where are those other two? Well, that's what I'm thinking. The nipples are on their back for dancing, of course. Damn. I've not slept with a Norfolk girl yet. When I do, I'll let you know about the nipples, though I have never been drunk enough to do that. Oh, my goodness gracious me. You just need, Mr. Shannonite, you just need to go out. You need to find a Norfolk girl and you just need to ask, can I see your 4 nipples, all right? And then you can come back to us and you can tell us what it's like. You know, that's your homework for this next week. Go out and find a Norfolk girl and ask her, can I see your 4 nipples? See whether she slaps you across the face. Oh, dear, oh, dear. I want Outlaw to make it there, not choke. Yes, thank you, Cassius. I appreciate that. Back in the kitchen. The third nipple, I'll have to rename my channel. Cassius and the third nipple. Oh, great. Cowboy Car Crashing, you can't have serious conversation anytime you use the words beef, jerky, or hillbilly. Yep, that's correct. I'm pretty sure that's the way it is. Norfolk. It's a Norfolk. Okay, a Norfolk girl. Done deal, Mr. Shannonite. Everybody, Mr. Shannonite is going out this week. He's going to find himself a Norfolk girl and he's going to say, show us your 4 nipples. That's what he's going to say. My fave is sore with laughing. That's the new Scottish word for face, just for those people out there. My fave is sore with laughing. Good on you, Mr. Shannonite. Take one for the team. And thank you, Hippie Chick, for letting us know how it's pronounced. I've said it twice now or 3 times. I'm not going to say Norfolk again. Oh, dear. Well, normally it doesn't take this long to eat a piece of jerky. Mabel Stardust, please block me for typos. I thought you were teaching us a lesson in Scottish speak. Oh, hang on. Outback nipple. That's it. There's a town called Penistone. Or is it Pennystone? How would you say that? Pennystone? That would only have to be in the UK. I'm not getting the humor on this chat. Are you all 80 years and doubly incontinent? Thank you, Tricia. Haven't seen you before. Sit on my fave and tell me that you love me. Anya Ivor. Don't go there, Mabel. Are you talking about Pennystone? Is that what you're talking about? Yes, in the UK they pick some names, eh? Aye. Tricia is in love with Braun Moxley. Oh, one of them. Troll tits. Hey, lol. Hey, like Ali G. I tell you what, Ali G is fantastic. I've been watching a few things about what's what's his name? Sasha Cohen. Oh dear, oh dear. I've been laughing too much. I need some water. I might need a beer. I love the third nipple. It's like the beginning of a menage a trois. Wow, that is a big word, cowboy car crushing. I don't know if that's how you spell it, but it looks good. Yep, Sacha Baron Cohen. Yeah, I've been watching some of his stuff on YouTube. He dressed himself up like Liam Gallagher. I was watching a video, an interview that he did with, I don't know, some TV host. Classic comedian. Awesome. The thing I loved about Ali G was that people thought he was the real deal. And then when Borat came along, they thought he was the real deal. No worries, Hippie Chick. Thank you very much for stopping in. You have a good time watching your football team kick the ball around. Borat and his mankini. He actually, Borat, sorry, Borat, Kazakhstan, the Kazakhstan people were actually so disappointed in what Borat was doing for their country, they did a marketing campaign against him. So what Sacha Cohen did is he went to the Kazakhstan embassy, and I think he was in America. He went to the Kazakhstan embassy in America and picketed out the front of the embassy, basically saying that he thanked everybody in America for, what they were doing for his country, and completely just destroyed this marketing campaign. And apparently there was some death threats and all that sort of stuff that was going on. The guy's just an absolute card. Such a great sense of humor. It's unfortunate there are people out there that don't have a good sense of humor and can't actually see the creative minds behind the humor. There was a channel here in America. I'm thinking I'm in America. There was a channel here in Australia on ABC. I can't remember what the name was, but Ivan might be able to remember. But what they did is they dressed up as Osama bin Laden and drove through a motorcade. I think when all the countries came to Australia, I can't remember, it was the G Summit or something like that, and they got arrested because they thought that they were ridgy-dig, I guess, terrorists. It was only very shortly after 9/11 that they did that. The chase, that's right. Thanks, Ivor. And they got into a hell of a lot of trouble, but it was funny. Stupid, but funny. But a lot of people didn't see the humor in it. And I guess, in some ways there probably wouldn't be humor in it, especially if you're coming from America, with all the crap that happened there. But everybody was so security conscious and everybody was just freaking out. And the chase just came in and just went, no, we're not going to put up this crap. What we're going to do is we're going to do something and we're just going to make it a little bit funny. Anyway, they got into a lot of trouble. And the ABC, I think, was sued. It turned into a really big thing. See, Epi Chick, thank you. Where's my water? I've laughed too much, I'm hoarse. And they do drink horse piss. Who drinks horse piss? That's VB in Australia. Victoria Bitter. It's disgusting stuff. They call it Victoria Bitter for a reason. Now that's a saying, I get your horse. Yes, that's good. There are sayings that we say that are very similar to others. I got to roll, brother. Catch you next time. Thank you very much for coming in, Wild One. Appreciate it. Say hello to Memphis as you drive through. One more shout out to Wild One. If you haven't subbed to him and you like stuff about motorbikes and trucking, and just a bloke who just talks from his heart, wears his heart on his sleeve, Wild One's a good channel to go and watch. So check him out. Yeah, that's what I reckon, cowboy car crushing. People who can't take a joke, bugger them off. That's what comedy is. And if you don't like the comedy, then you don't need to be there. You can just turn it off, or, oh, crikey, that bottle's just disappeared. See that? Got some magic happening. Yeah, I mean, it's like you have, like on my channel, sometimes there are people that make a comment and they'll say things like, what the hell did I just watch? I don't get it. So why comment? You know, what's the point? If you didn't get it, just go, disappear. Sayonara, bo, jujutna, ciao. Is it just your phone? You can't hear me? You should be able to hear me now. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, they don't understand laughing and comedy. No, not really. There are a lot of people out there that just too serious for their own pants, really. I think we need to do a super chat for Cassius. He needs a phone holder or a double phone holder because he's got too many phones. Actually, he needs more batteries or something to fix his TV so that his TV stays on when he's trying to do his videos. Flabby Abby's here. Amanda, how you going, Amanda? I haven't seen you here for a while. So Flabby has stopped cleaning. While one is left, Cowboy Car Crushing is still here. He's probably making breakfast. We have 23 in the chat, but not 23 people talking. I'm a busy bee, always listening and watching. Good on you, Flabby. And if you haven't subscribed to Flabby, you need to go and subscribe to Flabby Abby's channel because she's got some good content on there. You've been a little sick, Amanda, but bouncing back. That's good to hear. A windy bookshelf. Look at that. It's a windy bookshelf. See? Windy, 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 windy. I'll find some phone holders in junk cars for him. The junk god always provides. There you go, Cassius. You could get a phone holder all the way from Texas. You find some good stuff in those cars. Tell you what, I found some pretty good stuff and some pretty weird stuff in junk cars before. So you've just stepped into the channel, Amanda. Yeah, we've talked about the bookshelf because the bookshelf is very real, as you can see. I've got a few other things in the background as well that I can chuck up there if I want to. Basically, we've been talking about me going to America with the missus and hillbillies and people with no teeth and ma and pa's and sisters and cousin brothers and all those sorts of things. As you can tell, that's kind of where the conversation was going. A lot of debauchery on the people in this chat. I can't control them because they're all just juvenile. And we have done a lot of laughing, juvenalistic laughing, and we are enjoying it. So there's been no real content whatsoever this evening. Grace, you're from Texas. Oh, hang on. Tex Rider. Got to put him up there. Wankers. Hey, Tex Rider, how you going? So Grace is in Texas. Cowboy Car Crushing is in Texas. You put some chrome on your blazer. Can we still be friends? Oh, I don't know, cowboy car crushing. Chrome. It kind of does it for me, you know. Yeah, all right. I'll let you off. Yeah, Abster's got a channel. It's got a lot of good stuff too. I kind of choked on my beef stick, yes. I had some beef jerky and kind of choked on it because I was laughing so much. I'm doing good. I am in Canada. Go figure. If you haven't subscribed to Tex Rider, you need to go and subscribe to Tex Rider. If you're into motorbikes. If you're in motorbikes and you're a Tex Rider and you live in Canada, you need to subscribe to yourself. Amanda, just because your body ages doesn't mean your mind has to. For hoodie bad. For hoodie bad. Jesse learned how handy the word y'all is now. Yep, y'all. It's 2:02. Spot on, mate. No real content. Exactly. No real contact, and who cares? So when are you going to the USA? Okay. So I'm coming to the US. I'll be flying out of Australia on the 9th of March. I'll be landing in Houston on the 10th of March. I'll be there for a layover for a few hours, I think. And then from Houston, we'll be flying to Memphis, Tennessee. And then I'll be staying in Memphis for 10 days or so. Be grabbing a soccer mum's van and be driving down to either Jackson in Mississippi, or we'll shoot over to Alabama to Birmingham or Montgomery, then through Atlanta City, where I will die of a heart attack. I will be brought back to life, and I will be stretchered in a, what do you call them? A ambulance all the way to South Carolina. And from South Carolina, we'll be driving up through the mountains into North Carolina, and I'll be going to meet the in-laws and other folk from the Deliverance country. I'll be singing with some banjos. I'll be going hunting and fishing for some catfish. And I'll be eating some jambalaya, and I'll be eating some Cajun food. And what else? Gonna get fat. And they're going to roll me off the plane here in Australia. And then I'm going to have to lose all the weight. I am going to Graceland, which has been a lifelong dream from when I was about 3 or 4 years of age. And my mother and father used to listen to Elvis Presley all the time and Johnny Cash. So I've had this love of Elvis Presley and Johnny Cash since I was a baby, and I've always wanted to go to Graceland. So I do have something from Graceland. A friend of mine brought it over one day. The number plate. So it's the only real Elvis thing I've got, apart from the records that I had of Elvis, which I lost in 1998 in a flood. I had almost every Elvis record you could think of, and there was a flood that came through, and I lost everything. So that's my Memphis, Tennessee bicentennial number plate, 1976 to 1996. This is when I got it, in 1996, I think it was. When we first looked after Parker, our son, he saw this in the cupboard one day, and he was about 6 years of age, He didn't speak any English, and he bent it in half. He bent it. So I was pretty upset when he did that. You can see the bend. See the bend there. But I'll probably get a new one when I'm over there. Hey, Itchy Punk Biker, how you going, mate? Yep, always wanted to go to Graceland. I want to go to Graceland, Sun Studios, and I want to go to BB King's shop. He's got a shop somewhere there in Memphis. I want to go there. So Johnny Cash, Elvis Presley, BB King, they're the three biggest musos that I've always loved. Then Tom Lee Hooker was the next one. What's the full channel's name, mate? Russell? What's that for? Y'all going to have a great time in America. Yep, sure am. US has great pizza. Now, what I don't understand about the US is they say pizzas are pies, but pies aren't pizzas. Pies are like apple pies, those sorts of things. In Australia, pies are meat pies. Pies have got meat in them. And pizzas are a flat piece of dough cooked with topping chucked on it. Yeah, BB King. That's it for me, BB King. In fact, Summer, she used to live in Memphis, and she lived across or at the backyard of BB King's place, and BB King's cat used to come over into her yard, and BB King would come out calling the cat all the time. So she was close to BB King. She was close to royalty. I mean, that's pretty cool. For somebody from Australia who's lived his whole life in the bush, being married to a woman who saw BB King in the backyard, yeah, I'm pretty stoked with that. A yawl is actually a 3-mast sailing ship. How smart does this hillbilly sound now? Well, Cowboy Car Crushing, I am pretty sure that you would have looked that up on Google. Haunted Holly. How you going, Haunted Holly? We have mostly salted meat pies in Brazil. First time I ever ate an apple pie was like 22. Salted pies, yes. No, only up north do people say pie for pizza. If you hear someone say pie, you've gone too far north. Right, okay. And I'm only going to be in the south, aren't I? You should go to Dolly World too, only about 60 miles from Graceland. Sorry, Vicky. Not for me. Heading to breakfast with my daughter. Have a good one. No worries, Christopher. Thank you very much for stopping in. I really appreciate it. Looking forward to having a yarn about some cars, mate, and watching some more vids on it on your Fairlane. Make sure you do another one soon. Doing good, Haunted Holly. Thank you very much. Thanks for asking. If you haven't prescribed to Christopher, people, you need to prescribe to his channel. All right, sweet. 2 weeks, mate. Looking forward to it. Are you talking to Christopher there, Cassius? Do you have that kind of tobacco you put under your lip tongue in Australia. No, we don't. I've heard it tastes like crap. There's another bloke on YouTube called Outlaw, and it's called Dip, and he sells it. He makes it himself and sells it, and he's got the spittoon, the little jar that you spit the stuff into. Yeah, I love the vids. Outback Outlaw, nice to see you out and about. Yeah, I was going to go for a ride today, but the last few weeks I've been riding the bike out on the sand, and yeah, gross shit, that's for sure. The background fooled me for good 2 minutes. Good on you, Amanda. You thought I was in a library. The fires are still going in New South Wales, but they're not as bad. There was a lot of rain and it put a lot of the fires out, but there are a couple that are still there. But they're, I think they're controllable. They're not out of control. I did see a bit of a short on the news about it yesterday, I think. We had a lot of rain over on the East Coast. More rain hit the East Coast in 2 days than they would have got in a month for that time of year. So they went from drought to fire to floods in a very short space of time. I'm trying to quit the cowboy candy. After 3 days, I want to whip anyone's ass that says hello to me. Yeah. Hello, cowboy. How you going? You have all kind of flavors. Some don't taste like tobacco, don't have the color. I want to buy some cigars when I'm over in America because I do like having a bit of a cigar every now and then. And I know they're bloody cheap over there too. A lot of green life is coming back because of the rain. So, you know, Australian bush, and we've said this before, the Australian bush needs fire for it to regrow. And the greenies have stopped, you know, the controlled burnings from happening. But it's good to see that new growth has started to come back. And I heard on the news today that half of the koala population has been decimated, so they're on the endangered species list. But there are still koalas and wombats around, and they've got a new heat-seeking drone that they can go around the fire-affected bush areas, and they can find wombats and koalas and kangaroos that are hanging around. And I saw a photo of some brumbies, which are wild horses in Australia, that my auntie posted on Facebook, and the brumbies were able to get away from the fire, and they're now back in the bush again. So, yeah, even though we had a lot of deaths in the animal kingdom, they'll bounce back. They'll come back. $1 million animals died. Yeah, it was about that. All right. Someone's just handed me a piece of paper that says next week I'm going to be doing an eating challenge. Obviously, this was planned. If anyone wants to do it with me, let me know. And I'll send out some more details. Not sure how I'll do that, but we'll send out more details. And if anyone wants to do an eating challenge, they can do it on the panel. probably do a eat baby food challenge, or it might be eat some chilies or something bad, something real bad. Cherry cigars. Yeah, well, that's interesting. I started using smokeless tobacco in the infantry. You can't just spark a lighter when conducting nighttime operations. Oh, well. Don't have bitter taste other cigars can have. They're bloody cheap in Germany because they're not processors, so they get a tax cut. Hello, Mobile Vlog. How you going? Russell, I can't see your comments, mate. First time to get live streaming. So if anybody wants to do a eating challenge next week and want to sit on the panel with me, then you can sit on the panel. We'll do an eating challenge, but I'll let you know what the eating challenge will be. It will probably be disgusting baby food or something gross like that. I don't know about being brilliant, Flabby. Yeah. Raw pasteurized eggs. Yeah, need to be careful with. I don't mind eating raw eggs. I don't have a problem with that. I used to do it all the time. But you can get salmonella from raw eggs these days, so you need to be very, very careful with it. Yeah, look, I don't understand why we feed babies that processed garbage that's in those jars, because if you've ever tasted it, the only thing that I like in baby food, and here I'm telling you some secret stuff here, I used to love eating baby food jelly, because baby food jelly was awesome. And then a few years back, a while now, yesterday, I think it was, 10, 15 years ago, I decided I'd try some of the jelly again, and the jelly was absolutely disgusting. Never tasted anything worse. It's absolutely gross. I mean, how could you feed your kids that kind of crap? How come you can't see Russell, Cassius? I can see him. It's a bit weird. The YouTube ghosts are doing some strange, strange things. So anyway, I've had a really good laugh tonight. It's been great. Enjoyed it. Aha, brilliant the background. What's going on, Cassius? You've said that twice now. I actually had to eat baby food because I chipped my wisdom tooth last month. Had to be extracted. Oh, I would have just chopped up some potatoes and some sweet potato and mashed it all up, processed it, and then ate it. I wouldn't have eaten the baby food. Yeah, something's going on, Cassius. Something's going on with your thing. Eating goo for weeks, disgusting. One of his 100 phones, yeah, obviously. He's probably picked up one phone that's got the stream happening like 20 minutes ago, and he's picked up another phone and it's got it happening now. Have you tried baby biscuits called rusks? I have, Itchy Punk Biker, I have. And they are gross. Absolutely gross. I don't even know why you would feed a baby that. It makes no sense to me. Like, give the kid some proper food. What were they feeding them 200 years ago? They weren't feeding them that processed garbage. They were feeding them, well, in hillbilly country, as Cowboy Car Crushing put it, they were still breastfeeding at 15 years of age. But, back in, not in the hillbilly country, they would have been feeding them bloody meat. Rump steak, sirloin, goanna. Chucking the meat down the gob. That's what they'd be doing. I have to pull my lower teeth in March, but I'm not going to eat baby food. Oh, man alive, no way. But eating blended meat soup is shitty. Well, no, that would be all right. I don't mind soup. It's all right. Cassius didn't say it twice. It's the echo in that big library you're in. Ah. Oh, Cowboy Car Crushing. You're funny. Cowboy Car Crushing is funny. Oh, what's happening there? It's the Cavernous Bookstore. Oh, no, I can't put that virtual background up. I've only uploaded the ones I've got. It'll let me upload? Oh, hang on, it might let me upload it. Nope, won't let me upload. So delete that one. And then, hang on. Hang on. Here we go. Check it out. So you got it right now, Cassius? All good? Feels like somebody chewed it for you, then spit it in your mouth. That is gross. 15, well, that's what Cowboy Car Crushing said, 15 years of age. Damn, having lots of teeth extracted must hurt like hell. I got one and it was bad enough. I had 4 wisdom teeth taken out at the same time. And that was excruciating. Russell Bailey says, my birthday is next month, making a big dinner. What kind of food are you cooking for your birthday? Mabel Stardust says, Mabel at Outback Outlaw, gonna have to go in 10 minutes, and then she retracted it. You in the castle now, baby? Yeah. You like it? What can I say? All right, Mabel, thanks very much for being here. Thanks for being the mod. I appreciate it. I should be able to sort anybody else out that decides to come in here and be a nong or a moron. Have fun with the family. Thank you. Ex Lady Jin here. Changed my name. Starshine. Why'd you change your name, Lady Jin? Put Graceland in your background. I have tried to find a non-copyrighted Graceland picture, but haven't been able to find one. Otherwise, I'd have one there. Thanks, Itchy Punk. Have a good one, mate. Thanks very much for coming, eh? Sounds great, Russell. Your birthday bash. Epitome, how you going? You got harassed constantly with Moxbox. Oh, yeah, well, Moxbox's people have been in here for a couple of times, Starshine, so there might be some watching, so just bear that in mind as well. We've had to kick a few out because they've been a bit rude. Because she shines like a star. That's why she changed it. I have just fake teeth and my food tastes like nothing anymore. So how is it that your teeth, I didn't know that your teeth, does your teeth have taste receptors in it? I thought only your tongue did. That's all right, Starshine. I'm not at all worried. If people want to come in and be morons, then I'll just boot them out. So, I'm not, if people want to be here, that's fine, but be respectful. We're here having a good time. We're having a laugh. We're having a good joke. I'm not gonna kick people out for being foolish like I am. But if you're going to be a foolish person and treat people with disrespect, then it'll be bye-bye. See you later. Don't come back again. 55 years old. Wow, Russell, that's almost as old as I am. Outback, I taste my food with my things. Sorry, thing? Tongue. Tongue, Jesse. Tongue. Tongue or your gum? Is it your gum or your tongue? Your gum is the that thing. Your tongue is that thing. No panel today. No, nobody's decided to come up on panel, and I don't really know what we would be talking about except for hillbillies, no teeth, tongue, baby food, Russell Bailey's birthday bash. I really don't see the need to harass people over your idols. Jesse, I've got to show this. I've got to show this, Jesse. It's been hell for review. Oh, that's classic. Oh, dear. Like, say something about a singer or actress not being natural using Photoshop and you get tons of hate. And horsebark rating. Yeah, look, we all have different views. We all have different opinions about different things. I have my views and I have my opinions. And they may not, I guess, roll with others. Other people may see things differently, but it's about being respectful. If you would ask me what my opinion was of certain things, I'd tell you. And I wouldn't hold back either. And if that upsets you, then that's really on you guys. That's the way I see life, I guess. If you take offense, it's because of something that's happened in your past. It's something that's happened in your history, and you haven't dealt with it. That's the way I look at it. Offense is one thing. Being angry or being disappointed by somebody's actions is another. I think people misconstrue those things. They say they're offended by something when really they're disappointed or they're angered by the situation, and they're angered for many different reasons. So if somebody was to say something that was racially derogative towards Aboriginal people, I don't get offended by it. I get disappointed and I get angered by it. I'm not offended. It's their opinion. They're entitled to their opinion. But what angers me is the ignorant arrogance of people who make those kinds of statements. So that's the way I see it. That's the way I look at it. That backdrop looks like Versailles, French. Actually, Russell, no, it's not French. This is Outback Australia. I have been able to put this together just basically by mining the sand that we have and melting it at high temperatures and forging the backdrop that you see into what you see, basically. French? No, it's not French. I just complete my quest. It's two regular ones and one on each butt cheek. I would like to thank AD's sister for helping me out. Mr. Shannonite, thank you for sharing. The 4 nipples. 2 regular nipples are on the chest. 1 on each butt cheek. Oh, that's terrible. That is terrible. Prairie Boy 77, how are you, mate? Far out, Mr. Shannonite. I feel so sad over the death of Caroline Flack. Let me go back up. Sorry, I missed that. Over online trolls, if you can't say nothing nice, say nothing, words hurt. Yeah, I agree with you, Starshine. I don't know about Caroline Flack, but it is sad if somebody's committed suicide because of online stuff. That's right. Not everyone has to agree, but be respectful. Some people were sucking up to some actress saying she was like a really good role model for Latinas. And I said, I didn't think so. With all the skin bleaching, fake blonde, straight hair. Boom, boom. Tell it like it is, Amanda. How can you stand for natural and owning up your body when you do 100 modifications on it? Good point. Yes, the temperature has to be right on to be able to melt the sand to create the backdrop that we see here. I know of a troll farm. Where's the troll farm, Russell? Tell us. I did say earlier that we need to do a study on trolls and find out why trolls are mainly women. Or as Ivor Problem said, troll tits. Donna Shepherd is in the house. Good to see you. Oh, hang on. Starshine has just said something. I don't know whether I should laugh at that one or not. Prairie is in the house. If you haven't, hang on. I'll show that one too. going on here? Prairie Boy 77 is in the house, people. If you haven't seen Prairie Boy 77, you need to subscribe to his channel. He is in Canada. He is from Canada. He wants to get out of Canada. He wants to move to the US. Hang on, chat's going too quick. Donna is in the house. Good to see you here, Donna. Starshine says, yep, I'm not going to, because I'm going to laugh. I don't want to upset anybody. Sweet Pea, hello, how are you? Janet Ginty is back again. Ginty. I can show you an example. Are you talking about the troll farm, Russell? Hang on, I've just got to catch up with the chat. I'm in the troll union. I should ask Mabel first. Mabel isn't here, Russell. She's gone to be with family. Cowboy Car Crushing says, guaranteed, trolls have extra nipples. And yes, Prairie Boy hates Canada. He's from Canada, but he hates it. You can send it through, Russell, and I'll check it out. And if I want to clear it, I can clear it. Thank you, Donna Shepherd, for doing the thumbs up. Again, if you haven't subscribed to Prairie Boy 77, then subscribe to him. He's got some crazy, wacky lives that go on his channel. Generally, a lot of bikers, but good place. You can put it through, Russell. If I think it's bad, I'll get rid of it straight away. All right. If I don't want it to go up, then, well, it might go up anyway. Just put it through, mate. Doesn't bother me. If it does, I'll let you know. I'm the Troll Patrol. Dinsky Gummy. Like I said before, if you are offended by something, then it's something to do with the history. So what Russell puts up, if you get offended by it, then that's on you. If he puts it up and I'm disappointed or I'm angered by it or I don't like it for whatever reason, then I'll just take it away. But Russell did warn us. I find the best way to get rid of trolls is to hit on them. Yeah, look, mate, that probably would work in our motorcycle world, but in the true crime world, troll tits, you hit on them, they're there for good, mate. It's a bad way of doing it. Canada expensive, more expensive than the US. Canada's a bit like Australia, backwards. From what Prairie Boys told me. I mean, I've never been to Canada. I don't speak French, except oui, and Paris, and France, and I don't know. In Canada, we get the shit taxed out of us. That's from Tex Rider. Yeah, some messages don't come through, guys. I've got to approve them because on my channel I've got certain words that are held for review if people comment. We need more bananas. Yes, we do. We do need more bananas. Just hold 1 second, people. James Curry Designs and Boat Works. How you going, James Curry? Good to see you here. Just hang on a second. We need some more bananas. So hold on one moment, people. Hang on. There we go. We got nanas. And I need to fix the screen slightly. It's a little bit too yellow. Oh, she's gone. All right. Enough of the frivolity. No humor allowed. This is serious content, ladies and gents. Oh, if I could work this bloody thing out. Yep, troll tits. That's Ivor's word. Canada, overtaxed. Government is actively crushing the western half of the country. Hockey sucks. Poutine is gross. I don't even know what poutine is. And it's too damn cold. All wonderful things to hate. I've got a new toy. Yes, I do, Janet. I've got bananas. There is a backstory. Haha, I wish I could disappear like that in real life. Yeah, but you don't show yourself on your camera, bud. They tax the crap out of us here in the US too, says James Curry. US healthcare costs has problems out of control, insurance health. Yeah, look, I was talking to Summer about that the other day. The insurance, like the health insurance in America is not that great, but your motorbike insurance and your car insurance and all those other things is just fantastic. So in Australia, our insurances for our motorbikes and our cars is just massive. Like for my motorbike, I'm paying $1,500 a year for my motorbike, and we've got two cars, and I'm paying insurance on those two, and roughly about $800 each for those. And the reason why the insurance is higher for the motorbike is because it's a motorbike, and it's an 1811cc motorcycle. So the insurance for motor vehicles is very expensive in Australia, but then we have free health insurance. So, well, we don't have free health insurance. You can get private health insurance, but we have Medicare, which is you can go into a public hospital and you can see a doctor and you don't have to pay any money. And basically that comes out of our taxes and the insurances, I guess, that we pay for our motor vehicles. So if I was to move to the US, I'd have really cheap motorcycle insurance and I'd buy all the cars and all the motorbikes I could. But then if I got sick, I'd have to pay through my nose to get better. So I'm not too sure whether I actually prefer the other way of paying the money for the insurance and having health insurance, knowing that when I go to hospital, I'm going to be looked after, than being somebody who can't pay for my health insurance or my health going into a hospital in America. I don't know if that made sense. Have you ever traveled somewhere and you got stuck eating food that you wouldn't feed your dog? I have. That ruins any trip for me. No, not really. Not for me, Amanda. Poutine is French fries with cheese and gravy. French fries with cheese and gravy sounds disgusting. We have to pay to watch TV. Is that in America? We get free-to-air TV, and we do get Foxtel in Australia, and you can pay for that. And we get Netflix, which I pay for. The insurance for my bike is almost $300 a month. Yeah, that's a lot. It's a lot, Prairie Boy. If I lived in the US, I'd be dead. Too many health issues. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I'm not sure why America doesn't do something with their health insurance. Where I live, if you don't have money, you die. It's unfortunate, it really is. I pay 800 UK pounds for 2 cars. We pay insurance, road tax, petrol is ridiculous. Yeah, well, our petrol is ridiculous too. Texas has no state income tax, also no sales tax on food. Welcome to the land of the free. Wow. Texas it is. Is it true that Texas believes that it is its own sovereign state or its own country? I heard that somewhere. I think the worst thing. Eh? Oh. Sorry, just a message from the missus. Hang on 1 second. Please, 1 second. Ladies and gents, I'm trying to navigate the laptop. The laptop is not playing games, is playing games, sorry. Cowboy car crashing, I have now placed you with a blue cape. You now have a blue super cape. Use the cape wisely, my friend. All right. Hang on a second. Texas has no state income. I want to move to Texas then. No tax on food. In Australia, we have 10% GST, which is gross sales tax, on everything that we purchase. And then they tax us from our wages. I get a huge amount of tax taken out of my wages, massive amount, and I never see it back. It almost pays not to work hard and go up into the higher paid, the pay packet scale, because if you do, you get taxed wildly. This is a troll farm. Where in Texas, if I may ask, are you in? UK's, hold on a second, what's going on here? We pay over £100. It's just paid $1.98 a gallon for gas. There is no tax on fuel. So $1.98 a gallon is 4 litres in Australia, and we're paying $1.98 for 1 litre of gas. So you're getting 4 times the amount for the same dollar figure. Ridiculous. My insurances would be $650 a month. I don't have it. My car insurance, just liability, is $140 a month. 2001 Explorer Sport Track. Texas has the ability to write themselves out of the USA, like Brexit. Donna, no way per month. That's terrible. That's why Texas is called the Lone Star State. Texas still has the right to be their own sovereign nation. Okay, how come that's the case? They can be their own sovereign nation. Why don't they become their own country? you never really know where to live because anywhere where you go, except for Texas, but you get higher property taxes in Texas. See you later, Grace. Thanks very much for coming along. I'm going to keep practicing the country accent. I've got to, because otherwise they're gonna gut me like a pig over in South Carolina. Yeah, $1.20 in Prairie. Wow. It's $1.20 in Canada, not in Prairie. How much is people's gas electric for home? $250 a month for me, $900. Wow. Probably taxes about where you live. If you get out of the city, it's really affordable. Let's all go to Texas. Bloody oath. Texas sounds like the place to go. See you later, Vicky. Thanks for coming in. Yep, I enjoyed the last two. It was good. Really enjoyed it. It was fun. Appreciate it. Thanks for being around and having a go with the frivolity. So do you still have pounds in the UK, or is it the euro? A little bit of Spanish in Texas. Well, I can do. Hello, my name is Speedy Gonzalez. I kill for money, but you, my friend, I kill you for nothing. I can do that. Will that get me through? No state sale tax in Florida, but the impact fees and country taxes are getting out of control where I live. The county is our largest employer. Talk about too much government. So you're in Florida, James Curry. That's awesome. Whereabouts in Florida? 200 euros for gas and electricity. All the guns and freedom you can handle. Sign me up, America. Pounds in the UK. €30 to €70 is the electrical and the rest is gas. $18 degrees here today. 18 degrees Celsius or 18 degrees Fahrenheit. West Central Florida. Tham's World is in Florida. I think he's in Laguna Beach. Is that right? Does that sound right? Laguna Beach? So from Brazil to the Netherlands, that's like polar opposites. The only cheap thing is processed food. Cowboy car crashing. I'm getting zero work done. Mate, I don't want to stop you from working on your hot rod. Damn. Dang, don't do that to me. You need to be working on your car, bruss. In Australia, we say things like, mate, you got to be working on your car, bruss. Or, hey, cuz, what's going on, cuz? So cuz is like cousin. Bruss is like brother, bro. Mate is like mate, brother, friend, person. US is self-sufficient with fuel. We no longer buy fuel overseas. I heard that the US has enough fuel in storage to last for 100 or so years. Talk about stockpiling. And in the UK, I heard today that the UK is going to be making electric cars by 2035. All cars by 2035 will be electric. They will not be making any vehicles that use fuel. So that's going to be a sad day, because electric cars and electric motorbikes don't make the sound that ones have fuel do. And if they do make a sound, then it'll be a concocted soundtrack that you get off iTunes or some kind of internet download into your bike, so it actually sounds like a freaking bike. Yeah, I got to get my butt to work soon. Boats to be built. Awesome, James. Thanks for coming in, eh? Really appreciate it. I work with lots of Filipino nurses. We call them ate, which is respect, means sister or auntie. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that before. In the Northern Territory, we have a lot of Filipino people in the Northern Territory, and I've heard them say that before. If you look at the Big Mac index, Brazil is really expensive. We pay as much tax there as in Sweden, yet everything is effed up. And that's why I left. Outback Outlaw, that is my home, is 900 square feet. I forgot your measurements were different. 900 square feet. So 900 a foot is about 30 centimeters. No, can't do the figures. Jesse, had a great time in here, but need to do something now. All my Brussels sprouts will not be ready for dinner. Yuck. You want to leave the chat to Brussels sprouts? Jeez. All right, then. If that's what it takes to break away from Outback Outlaws chat to go and eat some Brussels sprouts, then I guess you better go and do it. Yuck. Mike Brown is in the house. 6:58 a.m. on a Sunday morning. Can't you go live later for me, mate? It's 10:58. It's 11 o'clock at night on a Sunday evening, and I have work in the morning. Unfortunately, if I had a day off on a Monday, I would go later, but it's just too much for me to go to work the next day, and I've been up till 2 o'clock in the morning to have a yarn with Mike Brown. I'm sorry. It's been fun. Thank you, James. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. You can buy kids that make that sound. Look, I can do farts that make a sound that are similar, and if I mic them up, they'll probably be all right. I know Peugeot sell the car and charge cables separately. It's like selling a car with no wheels. Yeah, I agree. Bill Gates has bought himself one of them electric Porsches, and he loves his Porsche. Apparently, loves the electric Porsche. I think he'd be Porsching it down the road because it'd run out of electricity. That's what I reckon. Your dinner is almost ready, Russell. Sweet as. Oh, I can't stand sprouts. I can't stand them. I hate them with a passion. I might do a video on killing sprouts. See you later, Sweet Pea. Thank you very much for coming in. Amanda has never seen a square foot. That was a good joke. Voices Behind the Wall is back. More like 100 days of fuel reserves. American uses 400 million gallons a year, but only 4 to 7 million in reserve. That would go to the military. Oh, okay. It's only 100 days. Okay, I thought it was more than that. Is that like President's Day tomorrow? Wow. Okay. We had coronavirus in our hospital. Yeah, that's not good. You near Opal Country? Me? No, I'm not near Opal Country. Opal Country is down near Coober Pedy. Coober Pedy is in South Australia. So probably a good 2,000 kilometres from me. There are gems around. There's gold in them thar hills around this place. There's gold and other gems that you can get. You can get amethyst, zebra stone. What else can you get? You can get tourmaline, a few other things that you can get around this place. Thanks, Prairie Boy. Thanks for stopping in. Do they have Harley Davidson in Aussie? Yes, of course we do. There's heaps of Harley Davidson in Australia. Lots of Harley Davidson shops. There's more Harley Davidson shops than there is Indian shops, that's for sure. What's a kilometre? Kilometre is 1.67 miles. Was it? Yeah, I think it's something like that. 1.56 miles or something like that. How far from Pine Gap? Pine Gap is down in Alice Springs. So Alice Springs is in the Northern Territory. From here to where I am now, probably about 2,500 kilometres. No, maybe more, actually. Probably about 3,000 kilometres as the crow flies. I lived in the Northern Territory most of my life. Never lived in Alice Springs, though. Been there plenty of times. 5K is 3 miles. Yeah. Yeah, that's about right. So when somebody says 60 miles an hour, it's actually 100 kilometres an hour. So if you're going 60 miles from 0 to 60 in America, it's the same as saying 0 to 100 in Australia. I have family in Perth and New South Wales. Do you have giant spiders by you? I would die. Yep, we have spiders here. I wouldn't say they're giant spiders. They're large, but they're not giant. We do have spiders that are big enough to take down a bird or a rat. Yeah, spiders, they're all right. They're not bad things. So, Mick, I don't think you're aware of it, but coming over to the States next month, flying into Houston on the 9th or the 10th of March, and then on to Memphis, Tennessee. In Memphis, Tennessee, I'm going to go to Graceland. I'm going to Graceland. Memphis, Tennessee, I'm going to Graceland. And then be going to Sun Studios, and I'll be going to BB King's shop. Be there in Tennessee or Memphis for 10 days. And then they're going to get a soccer mum's van that someone decided to hire out instead of a Corvette. And we're going to drive possibly to Jackson in New Orleans. What's that place, Jackson? In that place, down in that state, wherever that is. And then or we'll go to Alabama and stay at Birmingham or Montgomery. And then we'll drive towards Atlanta, where I'll have a heart attack because of all the traffic. I'll be put in a ambulance and we'll be taken to South Carolina. Then from South Carolina, we'll be going up through the mountains into North Carolina. And in North Carolina and South Carolina, I'll be meeting the locals and the in-laws. And if I keep my mouth shut, I should be fine. But if I open my mouth up, I'll probably be stuck like a pig. And then going to eat lots of jambalaya and lots of other crap. And then we're going to come back to Australia. I asked because I don't see many Indian brand bikes here. Well, Indian in Australia is now going to be moving towards independent dealers instead of company dealers. So there'll be a lot more dealerships in Australia around the place that will be selling Indians. Bigger than ours, I hate them. You have ones that sit under toilet seats waiting to bite your bum. I've never seen a spider waiting under a toilet seat to bite my bum. I've seen snakes in the toilet. I've seen frogs in the toilet. Never seen a spider. I like driving. Yeah, the small spiders are dangerous. The redback spiders that we have here in Australia, they can kill you, and they're very small. We also have another one, the white-tailed spider. The white-tailed spider is smaller than my thumbnail. Probably not even that. Probably maybe 2 or 3 millimeters big, and that can actually rot your flesh. I like driving in Okinawa because it felt like I was going much faster. Driving the right side of the vehicle, the left side of the road was different. No, we're not going to go to California. We're going over to see the in-laws, and they're on the East Coast. Yeah, I always, with my boots, I always knock my boots and make sure I do that every time I put my boots on. I knock them, and anything that's in there that comes out. No, I'm not going to bring my bike. I probably won't be doing any bike riding over there. We're just going to be driving a car. But you never know. I might do it another time, go over and ride my motorbike over there. But I think I want to drive a caged vehicle before I decide to tackle American roads. Seen brown trout in the toilet. I've seen floaties in the toilet too. Yeah, you're right, Cowboy Car Crushing. I've heard that quite a few times. Southern hospitality. I meet a lot of good people. You seem cool, but in the Marines, everyone I met from Texas were dicks. Don't mix with Texas dicks. Yeah, don't want to mess with cowboy car crushing. He'll chuck you in a Mustang and he'll crush you to bits. One day, mate, I'll probably ride there. I've been talking to Summer about me chuffing off over to New South Wales for the Indian Motorcycle World attempt, having the most Indian motorcycles in one place. That's in May. That'll be a big ride from Western Australia to New South Wales and back again. That'll be probably a 6,500, 7,000 kilometre trip. So it's a pretty big task to do. I'd love to do it. I just need to have a look at the expenses and see what can be done. All which of you guys have channels again? I forgot. I want to check out y'all's content. I know Triple C. Okay, Triple C. I don't know of anyone else in here. Amanda. Oh, sorry. There is Voices Behind the Wall. She has a channel, so you can go and check her out. That's the only one here. There was quite a few earlier. That's the only one here that I know of. And Mike Brown's as well. He's got a little channel as well. So Voices Beyond the Wall, she's been I guess treated badly by another channel creator that a lot of us are aware of. And I said that she's got a safe place here. If she wants to come here, then it's fine. Sorry about the jerks, Mick. They put arrogance in the water in Texas. We carry ourselves a little different. Monkey Butt. Monkey Butt is here. There you go. Monkey Butt's got a channel. I didn't see you before, Monkey Butt. Did you just walk in? So, he doesn't have a little channel. He's got 1.52 subscribers. And he just did a thing on Supercross, the new Ducati, and a new Busa. And the description is Suzuki making a new Hayabusa 100k euro, and you too can have a Ducati. AMA Supercross is heating up as Cooper Webb is coming up to speed and building momentum. All you need to win is a Ducati. So there's lots of content on here from Monkey Butt. If you're into motorbikes, then subscribe. Smash that notification bell and make sure it is the bell that says all notifications, so that way you will get notifications of Monkey Butt's channel. And just for you, Monkey Butt, we have bananas in the background. Next time you're outside, show us some of the creatures. Yeah, I went to the beach today and I took some videos of some coral and some oysters and a few other things. It's the middle of the night in Oz. Yes, it is. It's 11:15 p.m. in Western Australia. So you must be East Coast or South Australia. I was seriously thinking of making a channel for myself to teach mindfulness for free. Why not, Amanda? You've got the skills. You might as well put it to use on YouTube. I'm so sorry. I've had trolls contact my job, UK police, my husband, and my kids, and made fake messages and videos like I was in love with him. It's hatred. Yeah, that is Starshine. It's disgusting behavior. I know you like bananas, monkey butt. What is the Canadian fella's channel you mentioned? It's Prairie Boy 77. Prairie Boy 77. And also Tex Rider. Tex Rider was in here earlier. Christopher David Lawson of NEPA is another one. Yeah, let us know, Amanda, if you do, because there'll be plenty of people out there that'll be interested in what you have to say. That's for sure. And if you haven't subscribed to Monkey Butt, you better get your butt into gear and subscribe. No, it's not green. But it's yellow. All right, people. I've been on since 8:30, and I've had a really good laugh. Really appreciated everybody's I don't know, what's the word? Everybody being here. I really appreciate it. So next week again, just to remind you that we will be doing a eating challenge, a food challenge. And if you want to do it and you want to get up on panel with me, we can do the challenge together. I will let people know. I'll probably do a short vid and post it because I'm not over 1,000 yet, so I can't do a community post. So I'll do a short vid and just say this is what we're going to be doing for the food challenge. And if you want to join in, then you can join in and we'll eat the food, whatever that disgusting thing is. I hope that it's not Brussels sprouts. It may be baby food. It may be a really hot chili or something. And it'll be funny. It'll be fun. I've laughed so much that I've got a hoarse throat now. Thanks, Monkey Butt, for coming in. Thank you, Russell. Hope you enjoy your dinner. No worries, Starshine. Thank you very much for coming in. You know, there have been a few trolls that have come in tonight, but we've been able to get rid of them. No worries, Mick. That'd be cool. I'll do a short vid and let everybody know what the challenge is. Thank you, Amanda. Cassius, good to see you, mate. Really appreciate you being here. And keep up the good work too, mate. Donna Shepherd, thank you. Cowboy Car Crashing, of course. Thank you to you. Voices Behind the Wall, thank you very much for being here. Janet Ginty is also good to see you here. And I'll let someone know that you've said love to her as well. Thank you, Donna. I normally start at 8:30. Someone says that I should be starting later, like Nick says, but I really don't want to be doing it until 2 o'clock in the morning. So 8:30 my time. It's 8:30 p.m. Yeah, I know. Summer says the same thing, Mick. When I say mate, she goes, "I'm not your mate." Or other people say that. Don't forget to smash that like button before the trolls all dislike. I actually heard somebody say today, if you don't like my content, smash the dislike button twice. Which I think is funny. Really funny. So it's been a record here. It's been a record. We've got 15 people, or it was 18 people, so that's more people than has been in here at this time, which is great. It's been good. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate it. I'd like to do in the future some more panel stuff and maybe have some subjects to talk about, but I've really enjoyed this stream tonight. It's been a good laugh. It was 28, yeah. Thank you. It was. Thank you, Starshine. Thank you, everybody. If I didn't say hello, good night, goodbye, all the rest of it to you personally, then I'm sorry, but I appreciate you all for being here. I even appreciate the trolls, the troll tits, for being here. Thank you, Cowboy Car Crushing. Say g'day to the families and get to work on your Blazinator. I was trying to think of the word. Thanks, Cassius. All right, guys. Thank you very much. I'll catch you later. Good night. See yous.